Hello everyone, welcome back to another bus tour, a for sale tour. So this is Vin Diesel. This is a 2002 7.3 Ford Powerstroke short bus. This is the 5-window, and this bus was previously listed, but I redid a couple things, so we're making a new video to show you guys what's going on with this. And we'll start with the exterior of the bus. So the first thing I want to say is this bus was never privately owned before me. I got it straight from the school district, and as soon as I get a bus from the auctions, I take it to a Powerstroke specialist, and the bus is completely gone through before I even do the conversion. So mechanically, it's sound. It has about 186,000 on the clock, which these motors typically go 500 to 1,000,000 miles, so you got a long ways to go with this bad boy. It's all good, fluids are all good, everything's good, runs and drives great. Now, it's got brand new tires, brand new batteries. Next thing I want to talk about is the paint. We use a oil-based product from Home Depot. It's a Bare semi-gloss, so it's easy to wash. And on the roofs, we usually reseal all the seams, and that's a Henry's Tropical rubberized roof coating. And we also go through and recaulk all of the windows, so all the windows are resealed as well. So no leaks in this guy. We hand wire an electrical system in the buses, and I have two 220 watt grape solar panels on the roof, so total of 440 watts of solar. I have a 40 amp DC to DC charger, so it can charge off the vehicle's alternator. This has a Linac lithium Canadian battery company, 150 amp hours of lithium battery storage, and it also does have a trickle charger shore power port, so you can charge it 3 ways. Now, I'm not going to bore you with too much stuff on the outside. We did delete the flashers and put the skoolie.com flashers up there. I want to take you inside and show you where the special stuff's really at. Before we go inside, actually, I think I should mention this. Most doors open this way, butterfly doors, but I call it a skoolie home door conversion. And basically the doors are fused together and the joints are cut on this side, and then it swings open and close just like a regular door. This is just a dummy door handle, and then you could open and close it just like a real house with a key right here. So just makes it a little more like home, but also keeps some of that school bus aesthetic. Something I really like to do is leave a lot of the bus stuff, because I like buses because they're buses. Now let's go inside and I'll show you what's going on in there. Welcome to the inside of the Vin Diesel bus. Now, I didn't do much with the cockpit area because, again, I like the original school bus aesthetic. So I like to mix like a modern home built within an old school bus. That's kind of the point for me. Now, I didn't do much in here, but one thing I will say is the interior was completely repainted. So this is a brand new, fresh coat of white paint just to brighten the space up. It was like a ugly gray school classroom gray before, and I think the white paint really brightens the space up and really makes it nice. I've done that in a couple buses before. Now, the only other things I really did up here was I just took the foam off of here and did a cedar accent wall. Got a little key holder, little coat, hook, and then I've got snaps all the way around the front here. So your blackout curtain, when you're parking at night, you can snap that up and completely block your space out. And that hangs right here. And this also drops down and covers the door. And you can lock the door from inside of here. So that's it for the driver's area. Now let's show you the shower. This is the shower. And I will say it's a luxury having a shower in a skoolie build, but it's also very difficult to do. This is just in the space of one window. The shower stall is built to fit around that one window so that you can open the window and vent it when you're taking a shower. Now, this is a pre-made shower pan, so it's not going to leak, and it's mounted to the floor, and then the walls are attached to that. Now, the one thing I didn't account for is when I put the shower pan in here, it raised the floor up, and my head was hitting the ceiling when I was standing in this stall. So I cut the roof out, and I ended up putting a skylight inside, so now your head can go up and you've got headroom when you're taking a shower. And then we got, this is like a stained glass privacy film on the windows so people can't see through, but you can still get some of that natural light coming through the window. And this is all cedar, and this was sealed with, so it's, I'll start with this. It was 3/4 ply that was red guarded to protect from moisture, and then the cedar was put up here, and it was sealed with a marine sealing stuff. And then my waterproof silicone light goes through the shower stall and all the way through the bus on both sides, which you can kind of see. Now this is just copper piping. It's all like shark bite push to fit fittings. And this is a Nebia shower head, a low flow shower head, because having a shower in a bus is a really nice idea, but you know, you got to carry that much water and you got to refill. So having this shower head right here just really decreases the amount of water, and I think it's a must-have for having a shower in a bus. And then also this shower curtain rod extends out, which is kind of cool. So it just gives you a little bit more elbow room in a tiny space. And oh, and we do have a Rec Pro tankless propane hot water heater. Works great as long as there's water in the tank, propane in the tank. It's a hot shower for as long as you got water. Now that's it for the shower, and we'll move over here to the kitchen. All right, here is the kitchen. Now this is the countertop. It's a live edge piece of juniper mixed with cedar 2x4s and then some other stuff, and it's epoxy sealed. Now we're going for like kind of a modern farmhouse vibe in here, and we wanted to kind of make it seem like a cutting board. I don't know. It was kind of the idea behind this style. Now this is just a regular old faucet, and it, you know, regular water goes out the faucet. But the cool thing is too, you open that window, stick this outside, you have an outdoor shower. You guys see that in vans a lot. The propane is kept under here, and the hot water heater is underneath the sink. And this is our lighting switch, turns on and off, and then it will dim, so you can really control the light inside of here. Over here we have a drawer, silverware, whatever you want to do. And then this is a set power fridge on locking sliders, so it's not just gonna come out when you're driving and make a mess. Then we have a Rec Pro 3-burner oven stove combo, and yeah, it's kind of nice having the 3 burners and then having an oven in there. We also have another drawer here. These are all soft close sliders, so they're not going to come out when you drive, they just stay in. Pots, pans, things like that. A little nook down there since there's a wheel well, trying to maximize all the space in here. And then we have a what do you call that? Slide out pantry. These things are a pain in the butt. And then we have some outlets down there in the kitchen area. And these are all blackout curtains all the way around. Don't think I need to talk much about that. This is an open concept design, so I didn't want to have any walls dividing the space. It's such a small space already that I wanted it to feel completely open. I've blocked this off before, and I just really didn't like it. So we did this half divider wall design here. Now this is a full-size bed. And then we did custom cut the mattress to kind of come into this nook, just to give it a little bit more of like a custom kind of vibe, you know. And then we got a Pendleton blanket that was sponsored by Pendleton, just to, you know, accent the space a little bit. Now we have this little cabinet up here. Figure this is for clothes, things like that. And then on the other side we have an open shelf. Clothes, things like that again. And also the headboard over here is more storage for clothes or knickknacks and stuff like that. Also, since our switch for our main cabin lighting is up there, I installed these right here, and this is like the bed area lights. So you could turn these on, you know, turn the lights off in the cabin, and then when you want to go to bed, you just reach up, turn those off, and it's dark in the bus, which I think is really cool. And then underneath the bed, we call it the garage area, These are soft close hinges. And you got your electrical in there, you got your water tank, all the normal stuff that's underneath your bed. And having this butterfly door system like this, it's really easy to get to while you're in the vehicle. And then you can just shut it, and boom, closes all on its own. This is the bathroom area. Up here we have our toilet. This is a composting toilet by a brand called Kildwick, and they're from Germany. And you just, do the normal composting stuff as a urine diverter, and you just hit this little switch over here, and it's going to exhaust the smell out while you're doing a number two, which is really cool. And then we also have kind of a control panel down here. We have our diesel heater control, so you can turn the diesel heater on and off, and then turn the temperature on and off. You can turn all your 110 outlets on right here just by turning it off. You never just want to leave your inverter on. A lot of people do that when they first build something, because your inverter just being on by itself will draw power. So you typically want to have a switch somewhere where you can turn all your 110 on when you need it, and you turn it off when you don't, just to help conserve power. And the reason this is built like this, a lot of people in the previous tour didn't like the toilet out in the open, because there's a wheel well here. I could have put this in a stall, but again, I didn't want more walls in the bus. The windows are tinted. You just pull a couple blinds. Typically someone in here is living by themselves or their partner, and the one thing I've learned about living in a vehicle like this is the harder you make things to do, the less you'll do it. So if you just cut down on your steps of living every day or doing certain things, you'll do it more. So that's why the toilet is right here. It's sitting up on a wheel well. There's nothing I can do about the wheel well. And it's really hard to kind of build around a wheel well space. So anyways, that's that. You do have somewhat dividers, but we're done with the toilet area. Let's go that way. This is the dinette / daybed. This was the main thing that we redid in this bus. Before, it was white and it had straight backs. Now, it looked really good in photos. The problem was with that white, as soon as you walk in and you walk out, it was dirty. And that's because it's just right by the stairs. Your feet are always up against it. I was repainting them every time I was taking photos. And then it got me thinking, like, anybody who buys this, that's going to get annoying pretty quick. They're either just going to give up trying to clean it. And then the straight backs weren't that comfortable. This was kind of a mission to redo these, and I decided it was necessary because whoever lives in this bus, they're going to spend a lot of time in this area. Now, so I wanted to make it as comfortable as possible. Now, these are framed with 3/4 ply and then accented with cedar. And there is storage in each one of the dinette booths, so you can just open it up and throw stuff in there. And then this table will drop down into a second bed. So the cool thing about this is you could sit here, have a meal with somebody, you could work right here, there's outlets over there. You can do a lot of stuff with this space, and if you got somebody staying over, you pull this down and you got a bed. So the dinette is really cool, and it's super multifunction, which is pretty necessary in a bus. Now, that's pretty much it for the build. I'm gonna show you something else real quick, and then we might wrap this up. If you look right here, we have a skylight. This was where the original emergency hatch was at. Now, it was totally trashed. Like, it leaked, it was cracked all over, there was no saving it. So I framed it out with 3/4 ply, and then just sealed it all up, put some plexiglass on the top, and this sucker will open up like this. Has a little hinge, keep it open. But one of the biggest things that's really rad about having that there is ventilation. You just open a couple windows on each side. The cross breeze will cool this thing down so fast, and if you're cooking or whatever, you just crack this top. You'd be surprised how much this really does ventilate this space. And then with the windows as well. I think people that don't actually live in buses don't realize that. So, and then this will come down, and you just seal it, and bam. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this tour. So again, this is a 2002 Ford Powerstroke 7.3 short bus. This is the 5-window, and this is a brand new conversion out of my shop, Dream Reality Studios. My name is Isaac, and this bus is for sale. So if you're looking for something like this, there will be a link in the description that you can go and find this bus. You can contact me. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. This bus was listed prior, but I redid a couple things, and this is kind of a remodel and a redo of this bus and this tour. So hopefully we can all find this baby a new home. And if it does sell, I will put sold in the description of the video so that you know that it's not available anymore. Now, if you do like bus life adventures, you like building buses, just like bus stuff, this whole channel, that's all we do here. We build buses and we do bus things. So if you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing. And I will see you guys in another video. Thanks for watching this long. I appreciate it. And we'll see you in another one. Hope everyone's having a rad day. Bye.